Hey guys, while I'm waiting for my painting to dry, as you can see my setup right now, we're gonna do the weekly recap of the QMJHL. First week ended, well, today, on Thursday. So we're gonna go through every team they played. So we're gonna start with Bathurst, who had 2 games against Cape Breton. They won 4-2 and 4-1, both games in Bathurst. Bathurst is starting their season 2-0, as you can see. Now on to Bécamo. They won the first game of their season at home 2-0, the second one as well, 6-3. So there it is. Bécamo is 2-0 at the start of the season after a week. Blainville started in Shawinigan. They lost 7-3. Then Blainville went back home and win 7-6 in overtime versus Rwanda. They're 1-1 after 2 games. Cape Breton, as you saw earlier, they lost both their game in Bathurst. They lost 4-2 and 4-1. Their possibility to be a good team this year. They're starting 0-2. It's all fine. Another team I know started 0-2 and has normally a great future. On to Charlottetown. They started at home versus Halifax. They lost 2-1. Halifax is starting a less good year, let's say. So, yeah. Then they lost 6-3 versus Moncton. Charlottetown is 0-2. Chicoutimi started in Quebec. They won 6-3. The next day they lost 7-2 against Shawinigan. So they're 1-1 after 2 games. Drummondville started at home versus Sherbrooke. They won 3-2, and then they beat Gatineau 4-1 again in Drummondville. So they're starting their season 2-0. Gatineau started at home, lost 5-3 against Rwanda, then lost 4-1 against Drummondville in Drummondville. So after 2 games, they're 0-2. Halifax started on the road versus Charlottetown. They won 2-1 in shootout, then won over St. John 5-2. They're 2-0 after the first week. Moncton started on the road versus St. John. They won 3-0, then went to Charlottetown to win over them 6-3. They're starting their season 2-0. Quebec started at home versus Chicoutimi. They lost the first game 6-3, then faced off against Victoriaville, and Quebec won 5-2. So after 2 games, they're 1-1. Rimouski, the future host of the Memorial Cup, started their season a bit weird. I mean, they were missing a lot of players, and yeah, they're starting, as you can see, on the road for a month. But yeah, they were in Bécamo. They lost 2-0 the first game. Then the second, they lost 6-3. So they're starting 0-2, but I believe they can do better later. Rimouski is 0-2. As you know, Rwanda started on the road. They're facing Gatineau. They won 5-3. Then faced off against Blainville in Blainville. They lost 7-6. So after 2 games, Rwanda is 1-1. St. John started at home versus Moncton. They got shut out at their home opener against Moncton 3-0, then lost to Halifax 5-2. Shawinigan started at home their first 2 games and dominate 7-3 over Blainville and 7-2 over Chicoutimi. So after 2 games, Shawinigan is dominating the league right now. They're 2-0. Sherbrooke started their season against Drummondville. In Drummondville, they lost 3-2. And then went back home and won 4-3 in overtime versus Val-d'Or. Val-d'Or started in Victoriaville. They lost their game against them 8-4. Then went to Sherbrooke and lost 4-3. So they're 0-2 starting their season. And lastly, Victoriaville started at home. They won against Val-d'Or, as you know, 8-4. Then lost to Quebec in Quebec 5-2. So they're 1-1 after a week. So here is the point leaders in every category. Vince Haley's leading in points, Jonathan Fauchon in goals, and there's a 4-way tie for assist. Goal average, it's Charlottetown's goalie, save percentage as well. A lot of ties for 2 win. Backman and Steinman got a shutout, and this is the standings so far. Shawinigan's leading the Western Conference, Moncton's leading the Eastern. There is 6 team with 2-0, 6 team 1-1, 6 team 0-2. Standings may vary. Overall, Shawinigan's first right now, followed by Moncton, Bécamo, Bathurst, Drummondville, Halifax, Rouen, Victoriaville, Quebec, Sherbrooke, Chicoutimi, Blainville, Charlottetown, Valor, Gatineau, Cape Breton, Rimouski, then St. John's. If the series were starting today, I'm just going to say that for fun, St. John's and Rimouski wouldn't be in the playoffs. That's insane to see. As you know, Rimouski will host the Memorial Cup, but still. If you didn't know, Rimouski is my team. I follow them all my life. So yeah, I believe Rimouski will go back on track. At the end of each video, I'm going to talk only about Rimouski. So on their first game of the season, they lost 2-0, as I said earlier. They had difficulties. Saint-Hilaire did a great job in net, to be honest. And in the second game, they lost 6-3. We saw a lot more offense by Rimouski, less defense. I loved Pamel Simic in this game. Loved the double shorthanded on the same PK. That's very, very nice. Saint-Hilaire had an okay job, I'll say. I think Rimouski was indisciplined, so that's why they lost. Not pretty easily, but yeah. Now, this week, Rimouski's facing against Gatineau. Both teams are 0-2. They're having an okay team. They lost to Drummondville, which will be probably good this year, and Rouen, like, in the middle of the league, I think. I might be wrong. I think Rimouski will win this game against Gatineau. That's my prediction. Then the day after, they're playing against Blainville, and I think this game will be close, but I believe Rimouski will win this one as well. So that's everything from the first week and my prediction for the Oceanics. We're going to see each other next week, same day, same time. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment. Who is your favorite team? Which team is your favorite? Anyway, and don't forget to subscribe. We're going to see us next week.